All right, the Democratic Party, they remain leaderless, and party infighting has only intensified following Chuck Schumer's support for the Republican funding bill. And NBC News is now reporting several House Democrats, they are urging AOC to primary Schumer in 2028. Starting today, the Congresswoman is joining Bernie Sanders at a series of rallies in Arizona, Nevada, Colorado, and that's further sparking questions about her considering a run for higher office, which, by the way, it may surprise you, I am highly supportive of. After all, she is the true leader of the radical Democratic Party. Let her hold her rightful position. And according to a new CNN poll, voters believe AOC embodies the party's core values more so than both Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom. Here with reaction, former Trump White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, along with the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, Jim Jordan. Look at this, the dynamic duo. I have no idea who to go to first. I really don't. I have no idea.
You go to Jim. Go to Jim.
Mark's older.
Go to the
chairman. Mark's older. Go to him.
Mark's older. Oh, wow. That's cold. All right, Mark, we'll start with you. AOC is the leader of the party. Jasmine Crockett's the leader of the party. Chuck, has to now grovel to stay in power. Whether or not he's successful or not, time will tell. I'm okay with AOC leading the party.
Well, obviously, she represents the vast majority of that extreme left wing of the party. But the poll that you were talking about, Sean, the interesting thing is, had Kamala Harris and Bernie Sanders not been in that poll, it would have been 1 in 4 actually believes that she should lead the party. So is that making Chuck Schumer sweat? Yes, you can't imagine, like a hot day in South Carolina, he's sweating. But the real problem is this is not about personalities, Sean. It's about policy. And the fact is their policies don't work. 77 million people let their voice be heard on that particular subject back in November.
Jim Jordan, I'm getting very nervous now about the actions of the Democratic Party. If they want to hold bingo cards, fine. If they don't want to stand for mothers that lost their children, okay, that's on them. They don't have a soul, in my view, but that's fine. But now that they're going into Republican districts with their talking points, trying to create a hostile atmosphere, now we're talking about danger. Now that you have groups and even congresswomen that are supporting going after Elon Musk the way they are, like Jasmine Crockett did that we showed earlier, that is a frightening scenario.
No, it's scary, and it's not going to help them politically. I mean, when you embrace crazy, you're going to be at a 27% approval rating. I don't care who leads their party. As long as they're embracing these crazy policies, it's going to be a win for us. And I think President Trump probably said it best. It's common sense versus crazy. So go down the list. It is crazy to defund the police. It is crazy not to have a border. It is crazy to have men compete against women in sports. It's crazy to attack Teslas and burn them up, go after dealerships. And maybe the one that is front and center on Americans' minds is what this judge did this past week. It is crazy for an unelected federal district judge to say, turn the plane around, bring back hardened gang member criminals who are here illegally, turn them around, bring those bad guys back to America. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But that is now their party. And if they want to continue to embrace the craziness, we'll keep doing the common sense things that President Trump talks about and is getting done for the American people.
Bill Clinton once said famously, Mark, the era of big government is over. The end of welfare as we know it. He made a pivot. He adapted. I don't see any possibility of that because I think the party is radical left.
Well, it is radical left, and they're not pivoting. In fact, they're doubling down. You mentioned Bernie and AOC out in Nevada today. What was their big call out? It was on Elon Musk. Now, here is Elon Musk, who has put more electric vehicles on American roads by an American manufacturer than anybody, and yet they see him as the evil one. I can tell you it's hypocrisy at its highest level, but I can also say this. Don't underestimate AOC. Joe Crowley did that back in 2018. He was supposed to be Speaker of the House, and he found himself on the outside looking in. And so we need, as Jim was saying, we need to continue to be the common sense party against the crazy.
I guess climate's no longer the existential threat. Elon Musk is, Jim Jordan? I guess that's their thought.
Yeah, because it's all about power. It's all about power for the left. It's not really about policy. It's about control. Take this Department of Education. I mean, think about it, Sean. The average salary at the Department of Education is $144,000. The average teacher salary is probably $50,000, $60,000. Who has a bigger impact on the kid? The person in the classroom with them, that teacher every day, or some bureaucrat in D.C.? So the president is common sense policy on this issue as well. Common sense beats crazy every single time.
You give parents, 10 parents, enough money, they can hire their own teacher, they can get a school, a classroom, and those kids will have attention like they've never had in their lives. All right, the dynamic duo, we appreciate you both. Thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.